What is up, guys? I am Skull Ripper, and welcome to another IRL vlog. And this is, I don't know what position this is. Work 6, maybe? I have no idea. But, yeah, so if you guys remember from my last IRL vlog, I wasn't happy with where I was working at. And they were trying to look for another post for me. I know you're looking at a still image right now. The video will start soon. But I just wanted to show this to you because this site is very dark, and it was actually very hard to record the footage I got because this is the only light you'll probably see, and the rest of the site is pretty dark. I will brighten it up for you. There are some bright spots, but most of the time I'm in the dark, and I have a golf cart, and that's the only light and my flashlight. So yeah, but if you guys remember, I was working at Walmart security, and then I was doing the lake. Well, what ended up happening is Walmart was going through some changes, and they decided to remove graveyard shift and half of morning shift. So there was kind of no place for us. Walmart took it out. I don't know why. It was a stupid decision on their part. And yeah, so two of us had to move to another post. So I was only working 2 days for a little bit at that lake place. Well, they ended up calling me and said, hey, you want a new post? You want to work 40 hours? We have a full-time position. It's a new post. I was like, hell yeah. So this is the site I was working at. I am no longer working at this site anymore. I worked here for about 2 months, and then the client ended up taking this post out. Just because, you know, it was a brand new site. There wasn't really anything going on. So that's basically what happened. So this is actually a site I really liked. I wish I would have stayed here because I am familiar with the area, and I actually got along with the people here, and I loved it. It was a lot better than what I was doing. But yeah, this footage is going to be a lot of scattered footage. Basically scattered footage of different days of me recording. Some of this is going to be pretty much about half of this video is going to be me just overdubbing like I am right now over the footage, because some of the footage I just don't talk. I'm just like kind of showing you a route that I go. So and then later on it will be me, my full reaction and stuff like that. But I'm going to take you along, and I'm also going to show you a map that they gave me. So basically when I started this site, it was all new. It was new to the staff members that were working here, and it was new to me. So we really didn't know what to expect or what to do, really. You know, I arrived there and they said, patrol a few areas, and that's it. So yeah, so this is the footage right here. That main building that you saw there was the lobby, and that's where I go in. That's where I park my car. That's actually my car right there. And basically I go in, I get my keys or whatever. When I first started, I didn't have any keys. I just had a card, and that was it. But this is the only light that is here at this site. They need to put more lights. It's very dark. But yeah, this is the front area. This is pretty much where the people can come, and see, that's the lobby right over there. So that's when not the residents, I guess, like the customers can go. They can rent buildings, the bungalows or villas, whatever you want to call them, and they're very expensive. So a lot of rich people come here and stay. It's kind of like a little hotel, little motel thing, and they stay for a couple days and stuff like that. But yeah, this is the only light that you'll see. But yeah, and then I do drive a golf cart. So right in there, I was working from 10 to 6. So it was a graveyard shift, and in there in that building is actually a lobby girl. She's there throughout my whole shift as well. So you know, I'm not alone. I actually have someone there, and yeah. And basically, I'm just gonna kind of show you what I do. I arrive, I get the paperwork. They gave me a map, which I'm not sure if I'm gonna make a little drawing of it, but it was really stupid, just showing the outline of the place. And it was really bad. So right here, I am actually inside the gate, and this is the what the villas look like. So there's the door there, and pretty much it just kind of goes all the way around. I think there's about maybe 50, 55 villas that people can go into. They rent a room. Like I said, this is all for the rich. The rooms are very expensive. At least in my standards. I'm a cheap guy, but yeah, I think it's like $200 a night to stay here, and that's not even including breakfast, lunch, dinner, and all that stuff. There's definitely a lot of staff that works here. You have your housemaids, you got your greeters, which actually take the people when they sign up at the lobby. They'll be escorted and shown their room and all the stuff and all the gadgets and stuff like that. Then you also got your cooks and your restaurant staff. There's a little restaurant here. It's actually by the pool area, which is coming up pretty soon. But yeah, this is actually, I think this is on a weekday, so I had Monday, Tuesday off. And yeah, so I was working Wednesday through Sunday. And I think this is one of the weekdays because it's actually not crowded. This is when I was actually able to record. On the weekends, it got really packed, full capacity. And yeah, it got pretty hectic those days. But nothing really crazy happened while I was working here. The only bad thing that would happen is, you got a lot of girls coming in, drunk and stuff like that, and kind of being loud, but other than that, it wasn't too bad. And I think that's why they took security out, because there's not really much going on here, which is understandable. But and here, this is kind of when I first started. I didn't have keys to this pool area here. So when I arrive at 10 o'clock, a supervisor's here, and she just gives me instructions on what to do. And usually I'll pick up keys, but they didn't have keys for me, so I actually couldn't get in here that day I recorded. I do have footage of me going in there and showing you all of it. But that's what the pool looks like. So at 10 o'clock, I have to close the pool. I have to kick people out, and yeah, and then return the key. And I actually have footage of, this is actually the restaurant area here. And I actually have footage here, which I'm about to show you, like the fire pits going on. And this is me inside. So this is what, kind of just showing you what the fire pits look like. I thought they looked cool. I actually love those things. But yep. And this is probably another day I recorded. I actually just got done, kicking people out. Not kicking people out, tell them to leave and stuff like that. And I think some of the staff was still inside the restaurant, and because they had to clean up all this stuff. And yeah, it's very a chill place. I actually loved the look of it, and really chill. Wish I could like spend a day there. And there's the pool area, which I'll get more in depth, but it just goes back to the footage I recorded. And then over here is actually a golf cart. That's for the housekeeping, which the garage is there. That's where the storage room is. They keep all the towels, the pillows, all sorts of stuff. And when I first started, it was pretty hectic because people were coming in and they were asking for like, ice and stuff like that, or an extra pillow. And a lot of the staff, they're just starting just like me. They didn't even know where half of the stuff is. It wasn't labeled or anything like that. So it was pretty hectic for the staff. And I kind of felt sorry for them. But yeah, all the staff that I saw were all women. And they were all beautiful women, to be pretty honest. And the supervisor girl that actually worked at this place, she was the lobby supervisor. Super crush on her. She was super hot. And too bad she was married, though. But yeah, that didn't stop me from flirting. And she'd flirt back, but yeah, I got to know some of the staff pretty well working here. And then also, not being alone. Usually I was alone when I worked graveyard shift, but I got to know some of the lobby girls and stuff like that, and they're all pretty cool. But yeah, this basically just goes all around. And yeah, so this is basically what I do when I first arrive. I get my stuff, a keys or a card, whatever I need to do, and then I go all the way back down, and then I get on my golf cart, and then I have to patrol around the bungalow area. So these are the bungalows or villas, whatever you want to say. But And yeah, there was this car right here that I liked because it's a nice car. I didn't know the name of the car, you know, and I had the name there, but I actually couldn't read it. It had some weird lettering, but I even showed this footage to Gary, and he didn't even know what kind of car it was. But yeah, if you guys know what kind of car that is, it's a nice car. Yeah, but there was a lot of nice cars coming through here. You know, you'd have some Lamborghinis parked up in there, and it was amazing to see all these rich people. You know, some of them were cool, some of them were bad. You know, just like any, you know, some were spoiled. You know, you'd have a lot of rich girls coming through drunk, and yeah, but not too many problems though, which was good on me. But in the end, you know, they had to close the post down because nothing was going on. And I actually, you know, I actually wanted stuff to happen because, you know, it was really nothing going on, and I kind of wanted to keep this post. I was kind of like trying to find things to, you know, kind of complain about, or, you know, there was a few things I'd write my incident report, you know, on the littlest things, you know, just to show that, you know, I'm doing my job and stuff like that. But, you know, there was nothing really too serious going on, so, which kind of sucked. And this just leads back out to the gate. And then I get on my golf cart, and I'm going to show you a map of what they wanted me to do. They gave me a map, and it actually didn't look like this map here that I'm showing you. It was actually just a little drawing of like the bungalows and then where the winery was at. So this map here is what I'm going to show you now. I'm on my golf cart, and I'm going to be going around the bungalows. So basically what they wanted me to do is they gave me certain directions. They didn't really know what, even my supervisors didn't know what to do, because this is all a new site. So pretty much I was making up my own rules, my own paths I was going. So it was very interesting to, you know, do all that stuff, you know, make my own rules and my own paths. And so yeah, basically to my left is vineyards. And yeah, just miles of vineyards, a lot of grapes. It's a lot of money, a lot of wine. And then to the right is where the bungalows are, so I'm kind of patrolling behind it. So basically I'm just kind of like keeping an eye out during the going through the aisles and stuff like that, just keeping an eye out. One problem I noticed really quick was you know, dealing with all the wildlife. I've never seen insects before that were quite crazy. You know, you got scorpions here, tarantulas, a lot of crazy beetles that I've never seen before. And one problem I actually had was with the coyotes. I couldn't get them on footage. At least I don't think I got them on footage. But yeah, so this is like the backyard bungalows. They can actually have like a sitting area, and they can just chill. And but yeah, back to the coyotes. A big problem there. And every day, like how I was pointing my flashlight down at the vineyards there, you'd always see like a pack of coyotes kind of following me when I was going down this road. Or later on you'll see I'll go further down the vineyards, and it gets pretty creepy. But yeah, you'll see the eyes and stuff like that of the coyotes. They'll follow me. So yeah, basically I think this is probably like the first week of me working. And yeah, and they told me to check. They told me to just patrol around the bungalows, check the wedding area, and then just check the winery, and then check the boneyard, which I'll show you later. Which they didn't even know where anything was at. You know, I asked them. I was like, "Where is this wedding area at?" And they're like, "I don't know. It's somewhere out there." And I was like, "Okay." And they showed me on the map that where it might be. So this is where I am at on the map, and this is where they said the wedding area might be. So this is where I'm turning into, the so-called wedding area, which is by looking at it, it's very creepy. You know, being out here, you hear a lot of sounds. There's a lot of, you know, coyotes killing things and stuff like that. So it is definitely freaky. But yeah, patrolling this, I was like, this cannot be the wedding area. You know, it just doesn't look like a wedding area. A dirt area, doesn't look very nice. And yeah, I patrol in here. So I kind of just make like a full circle. So I go. It's kind of like a little gated area. But yeah, and later on I found out this is not the wedding area. They actually do tell me where the wedding area is, which is quite far away. Actually, I'll show you on the map where the wedding area is. So that's where I'm at right now. And the wedding area is all the way at the corner. So yeah, they were totally wrong on where the wedding area is. So you can imagine I have to go through a lot of vineyards by myself in the dark, in the morning, with coyotes following me, all the way to the wedding area. And all the while, there's no lights anywhere. But I think this is where they grow all their vegetation and stuff like that. They grow like vegetables and stuff like that, oranges, all natural fruits and shit. So yeah. So yeah, and then I finally, you know, it was very hard to record, shine the flashlight, and drive at the same time. It was actually quite a struggle to do that all at the same time with this bumpy roads, and I actually have a big golf cart this time, which you'll see later on. But yeah, I just thought it was funny that no one knew what to do. You know, everyone's kind of like nervous and frantic on what to do. And me, I'm just trying to figure out where everything is at. You know, and so at this point, I'm just kind of like looking at stuff. I guess this is where some of the workers go and some of their equipment. So, you know, and in the meantime, you know, there is a girl at the lobby, and we do have two-way radios, which the radios actually suck. I realize that. I've had a lot of radios working in security, and the radio we had here really sucked. The distance on that thing was horrible. So communication was kind of weird, and yeah, it just didn't really work that well. You know, sometimes I'll check in with her, and basically, I was kind of a bodyguard for her because she was always really scared. she hated working the nights. I mean, she liked it, but she was kind of glad I was there, you know, patrolling around and stuff like that. So I'd always kind of check in, and sometimes I'd hang out with her for like a good 10 minutes and then, you know, go back to what I was doing. So I would basically patrol like this every hour maybe. So what I do is, so if you if you heard right there, I'll play it back right now. My radio actually went off, and it scared the shit out of me because I'll play it again if you can hear it. But yeah, it says, there was a voice on the radio that said, I see you. I know you can't really make it out on the video, but I heard it clearly. And I kind of like was like, what? So I'll play it back again. Yeah, it said, I see you. And later on, I actually went to the lobby, and, you know, I asked her, I was like, was that you that was on the radio? And she's like, no. I was like, you didn't say I see you, stuff like that. So it was kind of creepy. You know, sometimes my radio would go off like that, You know, you'd hear voices going off, and some were creepy as hell. But yeah, sometimes, you know, radios pick up other frequencies or other radio signals, or it's just a fucking demon messing with me. Who knows? But not only did it happen to me, but it also would happen to her a few times. And this would go on for like almost every other day. You know, we'd hear something on the radio. But one time she radioed me, and she was like, okay, Eric, you know, stop fucking around. It's not funny. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You know, I went to go see her at the lobby. I was like, what are you talking about? I wasn't on the radio. And she's like, that wasn't you, like, breathing on the radio and growling and, like, little kids laughing. I'm like, what? And, like, it was creepy to hear, like, some of the stuff she was saying. But, yeah, it would happen all the time, almost every other day. You know, you'd have something weird going on the radio. And yeah, so it didn't help the situation that, you know, me and her are alone in this dark place and hearing shit on the radio. So yeah, and sometimes the people that are staying in the rooms, they will have their lights on, so you can see that they have some of their lights on. And basically that would help me because I could see a bit better, you know, because to my left it's pitch black. You know, it doesn't, the footage here doesn't really look like it, but, you know, I literally couldn't see 5 feet in front of me to my left, which is creepy, because every time I'd shine my flashlight, there's a fucking coyote like 20 yards away. But yeah, this is just the back of the restaurant and pool area, and there's a lot of golf carts there. And that's for all the staff and stuff like that, so they can get around. And basically this just leads back to the front of the area, back where the fountain is. And then they told me that I had to patrol the boneyard, which I will show you in a second. So this is the boneyard. I'm actually kind of in front of where the fountain is, and this is the boneyard, they call it. Basically a lot of storage containers. A lot of workers put like broken stuff or you know, just extra equipment, extra vehicles that they use. You know, they got water tankers and tractors. There's actually 2 places like this. They wanted me to patrol the boneyard, which is this area, just a small piece of area. And then another area is a skeleton yard, which I'll show you in a bit. But I remember patrolling one day. I was actually in the vineyards going towards the wedding area. And they didn't tell me this, but I guess some of the workers actually like kind of live here. And I remember one time I was just riding around, and I guess the workers didn't know that security was here. You know, so you can imagine me, I'm just riding around in my golf cart. I'm already paranoid as it is. You know, I got coyotes to deal with, but I just kind of see like a car just coming down the vineyards and just like brakes hard right in front of me and flashes its light, like its high beams on me, and I'm like, what the fuck? And these 2 guys pop out with machetes. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And, you know, they're screaming at me. They're speaking Spanish. I have no idea what they're saying. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? And then they finally realized I was security for, you know, this area. And, but I guess a lot of people try to steal the grapes or something like that, you know, and so they were just kind of wondering what the hell I was doing. But then they found out I was security, and then I'm here now, and so that was kind of creepy. Guys with machetes coming at me. You know, I was just like, what the hell is going on? So yeah, as you can see here, that's the front of the building. And it was just to the left, the boneyard. And later on, they give me more areas to patrol, which I'll show you. So I'll show you on the map where we're going now. So now I'm going to be heading to the skeleton area. Again, it's all pitch black. Can't see a damn thing. And over across there is actually the winery, which I'll show you in a bit. But remember this little hill right here, the one with the lights around it and the little stone wall. Because, you know, I record in different days and it actually develops quite a bit. They actually add like a big tree there and it looks pretty nice. So this is the skeleton yard. This is just more extra equipment, more, you know, trees they store. They have a lot of tractors here, a lot of heavy equipment, sandbags, and this is kind of where they dump like the extra dirt that they don't need. So, and again, the whole time I'm kind of recording, you know, there are coyotes around me at this point, but yeah, they kind of like stood back. I tried to get them on camera, but I couldn't. It sucked. It's like they knew I had the camera. I didn't want to show their face. So yeah, sorry about all the fidgety camera work. You know, I'm trying to drive, record, and shine a flashlight at the same time. But yeah, these roads kind of like just lead to nowhere. And this is where I make my way back to that dirt hill I was talking about. So yeah, definitely remember that dirt hill because it definitely does change throughout this video. You can kind of see the place developing. Yeah, I kind of wish I would have kept this site because I really did like this site. I was having a good time here, you know, it's graveyard and got along with the people. But yeah, so yeah, this place is still in development. I guess the owner, he owns another winery actually across the street. It's actually a pretty big winery and it's well known. And I think the guy's worth about 14 million right now. And it's just growing because he just keeps building these places. So this place is turning out pretty big. This is a new site, you know, and there's a lot of construction going on, as you can see. But yeah, now I'm making my way down to the winery, which I have to check. But yeah, the guy wants to make this whole place like this side of this place where the winery is at is a whole like entertainment area. You know, he wants to build an amphitheater. He actually wants to build a cave and like a underwater type of thing. And like, you know, this guy has some big dreams, you know. And there's the winery there. And then right where I'm pointing there is actually like a huge ditch. It goes about like 30 feet down. Just a straight drop, and it's like a huge pit. And I think that's where he's going to be building his cave or whatever he's going to be planning on doing. You know, it's a big entertainment area. You know, so this whole side is going to be the entertainment area, and then back at the villas is kind of be like, you know, the quiet area. So here's I just have to check the doors. There's only 2 doors, which is the front door, which is a sliding door, and yeah, and sometimes I'll have to check inside. I don't actually go inside the winery. Kind of wish I did, but yeah. But yeah, if the door doesn't slide open, that means it's locked. And you have a little outside sitting room here. Definitely do love the look of the place. I like those stone columns. But yeah, there's a lot of construction, a lot of dirt. I was always coming home dirty, man, just filthy, just with dirt, and it was not good. So yeah, there's the big ditch down there. So yeah, there's a lot of construction going to be going on here. And that little the bungalow area, that whole circle area, that's just like one of 4 phases. So he's going to have it like branching out 4 different ways. So it's going to be like the exact same thing, but branching out 4 different ways, like 4 wings, which is going to be interesting if it all comes together. But yeah, I actually knew the owner. He was a nice guy, but he can have an attitude. And yeah, he actually showed me his plans a long time ago, because I actually used to work not too far from here. I was a bartender about 5 years ago at a winery, and I got to know a lot of the owners and stuff like that. And it took him a while just to build all this. There was a lot of delays. But yeah, it's coming together, and if he keeps going through with it, it's going to be an awesome place. But yeah, and that was the back door. I just had to check it, and then I make my way back to the golf cart. And that's when the live footage begins. So yeah, I just wanted to talk over this part because there's no talking here. And some of the footage, it's kind of repeating, but you'll have my full reactions to it. I just wanted to show you when I first started of what I was doing. So that's all the stuff I had to patrol. The bungalows, I walk it, and then I get in my golf cart. I go around the bungalows, and I check that wedding area, which wasn't right, which you'll see the wedding area, and a few more places I have to check. So yeah, it was just kind of like a learning process. They added more things I had to do, and yeah, and then a couple little things here and there. So yeah, now we'll go to the real footage. There's my golf cart, kind of a big one. So yeah, here's the real footage. Alright, what is up, guys? One of my tasks I have to do at 2 o'clock, I have to pick up the breakfast hangers that they hang on the doors. So if they want breakfast in the morning, I have to pick them up and turn them into the lobby. So that's what I'm going to do. The time is 1:49. I'm not sure if you saw that or not, but that's what I'm going to be doing, picking up the hangers. So I have to go to each villa and pick them up. So they don't have one. Let's see what they got. So immediately I have to check if they put the room number. Bungalow 3151. 3151. So this tells them what they want for breakfast. They want vinegar breakfast, vineyard breakfast, sausage, toast, rye toast. So yeah, if they have that number on there, their room number, that's good. Sometimes they won't put the room number, and I'll have to fill it in for them. So no hanger there. Not there either. So we're about 80%, 82% at capacity right now. So it's kind of packed. No number. So I'm gonna have to write it down. Altogether, 8 cards. Alright, so I got a mission to do. I'm at 1661. Basically, it should be unoccupied. And, yeah, I guess a lady, I think she left something in the drawers. So, I got the key card. Let's go on in. Security, is anybody in here? So it's all empty. I don't know what I'm looking for. They didn't tell me. I don't know why the lights aren't working. Insert key for power. That's interesting. I guess you gotta insert the key for the lights. Never heard of that before. Let's try it. Remove key card. Turns power off. Okay, so it should be on like that. There we go. Now we can see. Alright, so she said something in the drawers. Like I said, she didn't tell me what I'm looking for. The lady didn't say. But there's a little fridge there. Okay. Yeah. So there's hats, chips. I'm guessing maybe this hat. I'll bring it up to the front. Check these drawers. Bible. Nothing in there. What is this? Oh, it's just the menu. Alright. Alrighty. Nothing in here. Oh, there's a key card. I'll take that with me. Robes. Nothing special. Very nice. Are there lights in here? No. Maybe not. I don't even know. Nice showers though. Bathroom. Okay. Oh, I didn't find anything in here. I don't know if they're coming back or... There's a card here. It's empty. Let's go check the other room. Okay, so this is another room, I guess. Nice rooms. Let's check the safe. Oh, nothing in there. Nothing in the fridge. Nothing in there. There's clothes. I think that's what they were looking for. I think she did mention something about clothes. So that's what they were looking for. She said look in a drawer, so. Alright, looks all clear. I guess that's what they were looking for, clothes. It said look in the drawers. That's the only thing I found. Very nice bathrooms. Alright. So I'm gonna tell her that I found. Might as well get this hat. Guess that's what they left. TV. Alright. Lobby, this is outside security. I did find clothes in the shelf and a hat. I'll make my way towards you.
Okay, I couldn't hear anything that you said.
I found 2 clothes and a hat and a key card. I'll be on my way.
Okay, yeah.
Alright. Like I said, the walkies are very stupid. I don't know what the noise was in here, but whatever. Alright, nice rooms. Alright, guys. That was my mission for the day. Sometimes this gate will stay open, so I just have to use the card to shut it. That's where I have to go to, so now it's shut. Alright, now I'm inside the pool. Now that I have keys, inside the pool, now I can gain access to it. When I started my shift, I had to kick some people out, 10 o'clock. As soon as I get on shift, that's when the pool closes. So here's the pool area. So they can buy food here during the day. It's all open. Ice machine, bathrooms. But yeah. So this is the pool area. I have footage of these things on. I'll show it in a bit. They look cool. When I got on shift, they were on. So, but you have like these little canopy things people can chill. Yeah. Definitely a nice area. Expensive to be here, but I don't have to pay to be here. Because this is where I work. It's a high-class place when they keep this pool clean 24/7. Always cleaning it out. And then down here is a spa. yeah, like I said, when I got on shift, I had to kick people out. They were using it. But, you know, everyone's nice here. So I don't complain much. Look at that view. Got the place behind me, the pool behind me. But yeah, I definitely enjoy it here. Cause you know why? I don't deal with anybody. I'm here by myself pretty much, you know. I don't deal with residents. People rent these little bungalows out and stuff, you know. So I mean, I can pretty much chill here and they wouldn't even know, you know. So one thing that I don't like about this place is one thing. There is a lot of spiders in this area. Look at this one here. This one has a big ass web going. Not sure if I can catch it on camera. A lot of spiders in this place. Well, a lot of insects for that matter. Yeah, don't like insects. Spiders, hell no. But yeah, this place looks a lot different during the day. A lot different. But you probably can't see any of this, but there's a huge view of a lot of the wineries down there. You can probably see the lights, but yeah, it definitely looks amazing during the day. Hell of a lot different. And I thought that was a burn mark, but is it just shadows? Looks like it. That was burn marks. I was like, what the hell? But yeah, I have to check this gate to see if it's closed. There's where all the other golf carts are. A lot of people here during the day. Like I said earlier, this place is a very high class place. They don't fuck around here. You know, there's cleaning people. I'll explain more later, but you know when it's a high class place when the public bathrooms are fucking amazing looking. Check this shit out. So here's the men's. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I know the audio just cut out, but I have to talk over this part because I uploaded this to YouTube and they flagged me for the copyright. Yeah, so here I'm just yeah, because the song that's playing on the radio in the bathroom, they copyrighted me, and so yeah, I just have to. Just a pain in the ass because, you know, I have to go back and edit this, you know, and re-record it, re-render it, and re-upload it, which is a pain in the ass. But I just explain about this bathroom, how it's big, and there's just a bunch of mirrors in there and stuff like that. And even I even explain right here that even the big stall has a mirror. So yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. But yeah, I really don't know what to say here. I'm just kind of killing time to get to the next part. But yeah, it's not too much longer now, just a couple more seconds, and then we'll go back to the original footage. But yeah, those are the bathrooms. So yep, and then I think I make my way out here. So yep, they always keep those bathrooms clean. So here's the original footage. They'll clean it. I won't show you the women's because it's the exact same thing, just more, you know, more fucking stalls. But yeah, that's the pool. So yep, I'll get back to you guys later. You hear that shit? Fucking going nuts out there. They're like right over that building there. In the middle of the field. Crazy shit. Yeah, they're all around right now. There's a large group of them in the middle of the fields over there. And then there's a group of them like kind of behind me. Must have just caught a rabbit or something, or I don't know what the hell they're doing, fucking or what, but they're loud as shit.